Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. EA Sports college football coverage all over this top 10 showdown, a game that has been highly anticipated. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The run inside. It's Lacy. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Wide open downfield. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And it's a sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Into the secondary on the right. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I don't know what the records are, but Jesse, they are very much in danger. It looks like Derrick Henry playing with a bunch of 6-year-olds out here right now. Just hand him the ball, and he's just doing whatever he wants, however he wants, and putting up some stupid numbers.
He looks like Derrick Henry and Pop Warner. I mean, that's what this is looking like right now. It's ridiculous what we're watching, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. This could be one of the greatest running back performances in the history of college football if he stays in the game.
Rebels offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got enough for the first. There he goes! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And he's now over 150 yards, and burnt orange is leaving scorched earth on the ground.
Just burning them up, man. Just keep feeding him the rock. This is a guy that you 100% know exactly what you're going to get, and you're going to get great production.
Makes a grab and room to run. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
In college football, you see this a ton now, and you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Brown running left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Smothers. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some players today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Here's Manning to throw. Rushes on him. And they got him.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And, man, that 3rd down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
Motion from the wideout. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line.
Ready. Kill. 886, bouncer. 886, magic.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Desperately looking. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. They get ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down.
Four.
On 4th down, going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now.
Makes the catch down the right side. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that...
Makes the grab in their space. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Here's Arch to throw. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorn!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Slips through the line. He's got it out. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got it.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Got enough for the first. Finding some room. Hits him with a stiff arm. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice, he can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Here's a heat. Buried before he could blink.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
It's down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it. Put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Running inside, it's Lacy, showing off the arms. He smashes his way through again. Smashes ahead. Off to the races to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Rebels. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They give it to him again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Maybe 1 notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The run inside. It's Lacy. On the move at the 30. Free up the gut. 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throwing Manning. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Townsend. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Headed outside. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
949 rock star. 949 rocks. Here we go. Ready. 180.
Looking for space. It's Lacy. Picks up the first down. There's a crease. Touchdown, Rebels. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that.
28.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Rebels want to move quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Motion from the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Here comes the Texas offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
On the run, it's Smothers, and they swarm him under.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with the stop, maybe get a little momentum.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Oh, they're after him. Breaks into the open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Finds the tight end. Just broke. That's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Running to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this up.
Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Nice job by the defense suffocating this offense. They were ready for it. Nice job getting them on the ground, making a tackle. And here we go. This offense is trying to do something, trying to get some momentum, right back on the ball, running the no-huddle.
He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Zings it complete to the right. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down at the 45 on his way. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter, and this defense will start the fourth on its heels. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quarterback making adjustments. Takes it from the gun on third down. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him. and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Shows him the stiff arm. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a...
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Rebels! A pick six!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here. A couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
To throw, Manning gets open down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Got to give this defense credit.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Manning. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Right back to him on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Pressure coming, and down he goes.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! He scores for the 5th time in this game. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. What a cut. Now he's loose. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know Mr. Corp.
Trying to take it back. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The throw to the outside is complete.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a second and long. Arch is going to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here, make it look like a little bit of run.
Snags it, and he's open. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Past the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Turns it loose. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And they'll take over first and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They go play action with Manning. Fires to the right. He's got it. Lots of running room. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Manning throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been